This season is unlike any we've ever seen before. Due to the unique circumstances, we've seen a lot of players go through major body transformations or even adding something to their game midway through the year. In today's video, I want to rank some of the top transformations we've seen or heard about so far. So if you guys like my content, make sure you like and subscribe. Let's try to get 4.5 likes on today's video, and let's hop into it. For this video, we're going to rank the biggest transformations based on several factors, but mostly just personal opinion. I found it really interesting just how many transformations we've seen during this break compared to what we usually see in an offseason. But with all that said, at 10, we've got Wizards rookie Admiral Schofield. Now, Schofield hasn't been a big part of the Wizards rotation since being selected in the second round, but showed a lot of promise in his career at Tennessee. Reportedly, he's lost over 20 pounds since the suspension of the NBA season, and based on pictures that have surfaced from a recent live stream, he does look noticeably thinner. This is really interesting to me because by no means was he overweight, and his weight actually really helped him due to the fact that he is just 6'5", spending most of his career as a forward. It's fair to assume he's lost a lot of muscle in that 20-pound shed. The only thing I can come up with that might have fueled this weight loss would be that he wants to move more into a guard role, which is definitely not out of the question and might work as he was a 42% three-point shooter as a senior in college. The next guy we've got has been kind of doing the opposite of Schofield, and that's Suns rookie Cam Johnson, who reportedly has added to his 6'8" frame. He said when the NBA was suspended that he went back to Arizona where he put on 12-ish pounds and maintained it. His head coach Monty Williams said, "The first day when I saw him when he got back in town, I was blown away at the changes that he's already made to his body." Cam is one of those guys who just seems has just gotten better from being away from the game for about 3 months, almost 4 months, and having the chance to work on some things and come back with more confidence. I'm really excited to see what Williams can do as his career progresses. I was really high on him going into the draft with his combination of both size and elite three-point shooting ability. The three-point shooting has been as advertised, and with him adding weight, hopefully rounding out his game more, Suns fans have a lot to get excited about. Now, the first two rookies we don't hear about too much, but the guy up next is one of the most well-known rookies we've ever seen, and the frontrunner for Rookie of the Year, Morant. Morant's been on fire since his NBA career started, averaging 18 points and 7 assists a game. Like Cam Johnson, Morant says that he's put on around 12 pounds of muscle, but that is a lot more meaningful given Morant is just around 6'3". This is great to see. One of Morant's biggest criticisms coming into the draft was his skinny frame. I don't think this added strength is going to be extremely noticeable in his game unless you're paying attention to the little things like being able to get through screens. Morant said, "I just took this opportunity to get even better, even though I didn't know how it would play out. That's why I'm just looking to go to Orlando and be able to do the things I was doing before, but better." This news really hasn't gotten the attention I would think, but man, am I excited to see how it plays out. Next up is Raptors center Marc Gasol. The midseason addition of Gasol a year ago was huge for the Raptors' playoff success, and he again is going to be very important if the Raptors are going to make another run in the playoffs. It's not clear just how much he's lost, but he's noticeably gone down in weight so far this summer. He said, "It was a frustrating season for me personally because I can never get in a rhythm and help the team the way I should be helping the team. I just thought about maximizing the situation. Not only for professional reasons, but also for personal reasons too." I think this is great news. I think it should really help Gasol, given he's now 35 years old. I'm pretty excited to see what the Raptors can do in the bubble, and I feel they have a real shot at surprising a lot of people. Next up is former MVP James Harden. This one is really interesting because there are some mixed opinions about it. James Harden has never appeared to be the most in shape over the last couple seasons, but his play style doesn't really require much athleticism, so that's really never seemed to be a problem. Again, we don't know exactly how much weight he's gone down, but a picture came out recently where he looks noticeably thinner. This got everyone on Twitter sharing their different opinions. Some feel this could help his overall cardio and game, but others feel his weight actually helped his herky-jerky playstyle. It's going to be interesting to see if those people have a point. The only thing I think people are worried about would be his ability to draw contact. Personally, I don't think it's really going to have an effect on his game really at all. If anything, it's going to help. Harden's taking full advantage of this situation, saying, "I've been doing a lot of cardio. I've got treadmills in my house, weights, and all that good stuff. It really hasn't affected me like it's affected a lot of the other players." Next up is Ben Simmons. Now, he's different from the other guys we talked about. He's still been putting work in the gym, and some people are making claims that he appears more in shape, but I think his biggest transformation this quarantine is in his game. The most obvious is that he's reportedly going to be moving more away from the point guard position and play more time as a power forward. Now, I'm not sure how much being listed as a power forward will actually affect how he in this offense ends up playing. I would be surprised to not see him handle the ball most of his time out there, but I see nothing wrong with spreading those duties around a little bit more. Last season, they were one bounce off the rim away from potentially going on a title run, and they did that with a lot of help from Jimmy Butler, a guy that helped take away some of those ball handling duties from Ben Simmons' shoulders. Ben Simmons talked about the situation saying, "I'm a basketball player at the end of the day. You know me. If you put me on the floor, I'm going to make anything happen, whether it's plays, buckets, stops. I'll guard 1 through 5. I run the floor. I can get to the rim. I can score the ball and make plays happen. So whether you put me at the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it's going to happen. I really don't look at it as like a title or position. That's mainly for you guys to put in your articles." Another piece of his transformation is in his ability to shoot the ball. Now, I was questioning whether or not to include this in the video, as we see it with players all the time, but we've seen some videos of Simmons consistently putting it in from 3 on an empty hoop, in a video of him hitting a 3 in practice. Will we see him out there splashing 3s in Orlando? No. But it does seem like this time off has really given him time to reflect on his game, and it looks like he's truly making an effort to get better, and I'm excited to see what he does. Next, we've got one everyone is talking about, and that's viral rookie Zion Williamson's transformation. A recent photo came out of a masked Zion in the weight room, where he looks in much better shape than we last saw him. Now, I don't think he's dropped anything crazy, but this is extremely promising. It's really hard to imagine Zion having a long career, playing at the level he is right now, at the size he is right now. Now, I don't think he needs to slim down too much, but right now, he's one of the heaviest players in the league, jumping 40 inches up in the air. Zion is feeling that he's in better shape. The Pelican staff is saying that he's in better shape, and man, if we've only seen fat Zion. But all jokes aside, I don't think this will affect the near future, but something very important for his career. Sadly, Zion's future in the NBA bubble is unclear right now, as we just heard he had to leave for a family medical emergency. Hopefully, we get to see him take the court. Next, we've got the third biggest transformation, and this placement is really backed by its importance, and that's Mo Bamba. Mo was one of my favorite prospects going into the 2017 draft, with his insane length, having the longest wingspan in the league, and the potential he showcased at Texas. So far in his NBA career, it hasn't been anything crazy, but he really hasn't had too much of an opportunity, playing just 15 minutes a game. One of his biggest criticisms is his size, and that's been addressed to a degree during the break. Magic fans went crazy when in a recent interview, Bamba looked noticeably stronger. He himself said that he gained 28 pounds since the suspension, and he also said, "My mentality the whole entire time we were in quarantine was to gain an inch every day, and it really took literally every day going through it to get where I am. It took changing my diet, it took intense workouts, and it took leaning on the Magic strength and conditioning staff to provide a plan for me." His teammate Kim Birch said that he now outweighs him, but it still has the same athleticism. We know Bamba is a great talent. I really just hope the Magic look to build around these young pieces very, very soon. At 2, we've got Carmelo Anthony, who it looks like has dropped a ton of weight since this quarantine, but apparently he really hasn't. As his teammate CJ McCollum said, he tightened up his diet. He experimented with tons of different diets throughout the quarantine, and I think the biggest thing is his body mass. I told him he looks like he lost a lot of weight, but he hasn't lost that many pounds. It's more turning some of that fat into muscle and leaning out. But he's always been around this same weight. He just carries it different. So when he has those tights and that muscle shirt on, he looks thinner, but he's moving well. He's in good shape. He's ready to go. In my opinion, this is great to see. Melo has really struggled to find his place in the league recently, but this season with Portland, he's been pretty solid. We've seen a bigger effort on the defensive end. Now it's looking like he's in better shape. I really don't think his career is coming to an end anytime soon. Lastly, we've got easily the biggest transformation, and that's Nikola Jokic going from this to this. This one's kind of funny to me due to the fact that Jokic's size has always been kind of a meme. He gave the average guy hope. Jokic says that he can't reveal his exact playing weight due to team policy, but it's fair to assume this number is very substantial. Another piece of this story that's pretty funny is during last year's playoffs, he said that he actually likes playing around that 280-pound mark so he could be physical with the big centers in the league. And when asked about that recently, he said, yeah, I needed to say that because what do you want me to say? It's an excuse for the weight. He also said, maybe I'm going to surprise everybody. Maybe I'm not going to do so good. We will see. I think this one's interesting, as Jokic has never really been a guy to use his athleticism. Maybe he's going to struggle more as a defender, but at the least, we know this will help his cardio, which has been a problem at times. But that's the video, guys. You guys give me your thoughts in the comments below. If you liked the video, make sure you like and subscribe. And the shoutouts are gonna be Jake, Custom, Ethan, Goated, and Caleb. If you guys want to shout out in the next video, all you gotta do is like the video and comment liked, or rep notification squad, and I'll shout 5 you guys out. With all that being said, hope you guys have a great day, and peace.